The room feels different now after you gone. Every sound feels too loud after you're gone. Your name still lives in the air, like you might come back somehow. But all I have is silence after you're gone. I thought time would help me heal, but it just sure was true. Everything stayed the same, except me and you. After you're gone, I learned how to breathe alone. I learned how to smile in a house that's not alone. After you're gone, I carry what we were. I don't fall apart out loud, but I still hurt. I walk past places we won't stay after you're gone. Memories don't fade away, they just move on. I don't call your name at night, I don't wait by the phone, but my heart still whispers after you're gone. You left like it was easy, like love didn't wait. I stayed behind with feelings that wouldn't go away. After you're gone, the nights feel twice as long. I keep myself together, but something feels wrong. After you're gone, I changed in ways you won't see. I survived the goodbye, but it stayed in me. If love was real, why did it end this way? If I mattered, why was leaving so easy? I don't hate you, I just miss who I was before everything broke. After you gone, after you gone, I'm still standing here, learning how to live with what disappeared. I'll love again someday, where my heart feels strong. But tonight I'm honest, I'm still breaking after you gone. No fight, no sound, just me and the truth now. After you gone. The nights feel longer now since you're not here. Every room feels empty when your name appears. I still hear your laughter in the quiet air, like my heart refuses to believe you're not there. I told myself I'd be okay, that time would see me through, but every step feels heavier now that I've lost you. I'm broken without you in ways but I'm drowning in the pain. I try to move forward, try to act brand new, but nothing feels whole again. I'm broken without you. I packed away all memories, said it's time to heal, but every song we loved before still tells me how to feel. I don't reach out anymore, I don't call your name, but my heart still answers every time it hears your name. They say love makes you stronger, but losing you proved that strength feels different when it's all on you. I'm broken without you, still learning how to stand. I lost a part of me that only you could understand. I'm breathing, I'm surviving, but it's not the truth. I'm just getting through the days. Broken without you. If love is meant to last forever, why did ours fall apart? If you were my whole world, why do I feel this dark? I don't blame you for leaving, I blame the empty space. Some love doesn't disappear, it just changes shape. I'm broken without you, but I'm still alive. I wake up every morning and somehow I survive. One day I'll heal completely, one day I'll feel brand new, but tonight, if I'm honest, I'm broken without you. I let you go, I stay true. I'm healing slowly, but I'm broken without you. We don't argue like we used to, we don't laugh the same. We sit beside each other, but it feels so far away. Your hand rests close to mine, but it doesn't reach for me. We're still saying we out loud, but I feel you leaving. We didn't crash, we didn't fall, we just stopped trying to stay. Love didn't end in fire, it slowly faded away. We're fading into us, into memories and dust, into everything we promised but never became enough. We're losing what we had without a sound or fuss. Your love isn't leaving loudly, it's fading into us. We talk about tomorrow like it doesn't include us. You look past me when you smile, like you're already gone. I keep hoping for a moment that pulls us back again. truth. We're fading into us, into habits, not desire, into staying for comfort, not burning with fire. We're holding on to history, afraid to let it in. Your love isn't breaking loudly, it's fading into them. If love is meant to grow, why does it feel so thin? If we still care at all, why don't we let it in? I don't hate you for drifting, I hate how calm it feels. Some endings don't hurt sharply, they hurt slow and real. We're fading into us, but I won't disappear. I won't beg for a feeling that isn't here. I'll remember what we were without holding the loss. We didn't fail at loving, we just faded into us. No goodbye, no rush, just love growing quiet as we fade into us. I don't talk about you much these days, like silence finally learned my name. I tell myself I moved ahead, but some feelings never change. I packed away the photographs, I learned how not to cry. But every time I hear your name, I feel that night. Time kept going like it should, I try to do the same, but healing doesn't mean forgetting, it just learns your name. Goodbye still hurts, even now, even when I say I'm fine out loud. I've grown, I've learned, I've made it through, but some part of me still breaks in two. Yeah, I'm standing strong, I've changed my world, but goodbye still hurts. I don't wait for you to come back, I don't wish you call, but sometimes in the quiet I still feel it all. You walked away so certain, like love was easy to lose. I stayed behind with everything I never got to choose. I forgave you in my own time, forgave myself too, but forgiveness doesn't erase what love can do. Goodbye still hurts in the night when memories don't fade with light. I don't cry, I don't fall, but missing you still feels like loss. Yeah. goodbye still hurts. Everyone said I'd be okay, that time will pull me through. But nights feel longer than before since I lost you. Your side of the silent stay, like it still belonged to me. I learned how to breathe in rooms where love used to be. You walked away with your reasons, like it was easy to do. I stayed behind with questions and pieces of you. I stayed alone when you moved on. I held the weight of what was gone. I didn't scream, I didn't fall. I just stayed here alone through it all. I stopped reaching for your name like habit learned the truth. I packed away the future I once dreamed with you. I smile when they ask me if I'm finally okay, but healing doesn't happen fast, it just learns how to stay. You found a new beginning, I stayed with the end. Some hearts survive quietly without being seen. I stayed alone in empty days, in memories that wouldn't fade. I learned how strong silence can be when no one's left but me. If love is meant to save us, why did it leave me here? If letting go is freedom, why does it still feel heavy? I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed. But some lessons only come when you don't walk away. I stayed alone, but I survived. I carried the hurt and stayed alive. I'll love again when my heart's whole, but this is the truth. I stayed No one saw what it took to stay. I stayed alone, and I made it through another day. Kept the light on in the dark, like you might come back soon. Every sound outside the door felt like it could be you. I told myself to just hold on, that love would reappear. didn't say you were leaving. You didn't say goodbye. You just stopped coming back, and I didn't ask why. I waited here when you were gone. I stayed believing after you moved on. I held the space you used to fill. I waited here, and maybe I still will. The days kept passing without you, like time didn't care. I learned how to talk to silence, like someone was there. I stopped asking when you called, stopped counting the years. But hope doesn't leave so easily when you waited here. They say love knows when to stop, but mine didn't learn. I stayed too long in the quiet, waiting for your return. I waited here through every night. I kept choosing us without a fight. You found a way to disappear. I stayed behind. I waited here. If waiting means you love them, why does it hurt like this? If leaving means you're stronger, why do I still miss? I don't hate you for going, I hate how it stayed. Some hearts don't know when to stop, they just wait. I waited here, but now I see love shouldn't cost this much of me. I'll turn the light off tonight, face the truth, not fear. I waited here, but I won't stay here. The doors stay closed. The night was clear. I waited here until I learned to leave. You took your things and walked away, like it was just another day. I stood there watching silence grow, not knowing what to say. Your footsteps faded down the hall, but something stayed with me. I didn't lose you all at once, just who we used to be. You moved on into something new, like love was easy to release. I stayed behind with empty hands and memories. I'm left with memories of nights we couldn't say, of words we meant forever but never learned to say. You left with tomorrow, I stay with yesterday. Yeah, I'm left with memories, and they don't fade. I packed away the photographs, not the way you smile. Some moments still feel close to me, even after all this time. I don't wait for your return, I don't call your name, but every quiet corner here still knows your face. I don't live inside the past, but it still lives in me. Some love doesn't leave completely, it just changes shape. I'm left with memories when the nights get long, when a song comes on the radio and pulls me back to us. You found your peace in letting go, I found my learning to stay. Yeah, I'm left with memories along the way. If love is meant to teach us, yours taught me how to feel, how something so unfinished can still be real. I don't regret the way we loved or how deep it went. Some hearts don't need forever to leave a permanent mark. I live with memories, but I'm stronger now. I carry them without the pain that once pulled me down. One day they'll make me smile more than they make me ache. I'm left in memories, and I'll be okay. You didn't stay, you set me free. Now all that's left are memories. There was no fight, no final sound, no shadow words, no falling down. You packed your heart in silence and left without a trace. We still said goodnight like always, like nothing had to change. But love was already leaving in the calmest kind of way. You didn't stop loving loudly, you just stopped loving me. And I felt it in the space where your voice used to be. Love left quietly, like it didn't want to wake me. No goodbye, no apology, just distance where you held me. You walked away so gently, like breaking me was kind. Love left quietly, but it stayed inside my mind. I stayed for all the almost, for the hope you didn't mean. I learned how to read your silence, like it told me everything. Your smile stayed familiar, but your heart felt far from here. I kept pretending we were fine while losing you each day. You didn't choose another, you just chose not to stay. deeper than hearing you say goodbye. Love left quietly in late night conversations, and empty looks and careful words and half-hearted explanations. You found your peace in leaving. I stay with all the pain. I stay with all the pain. Love left quietly, but it never left the same. If love is meant to fight for, why did it walk away? If silence is forgiveness, why does it still hurt this way? Some endings don't come crashing down, they just fade from view, and that's how love left quietly when I was still loving you. Love left quietly, but I'm learning how to speak. I won't stay where I'm invisible or beg to be seen. I'll carry what we were, not the weight of what we lost. Love left quietly, but I didn't. I'm still strong. No sound, no scene, no reason why. Love didn't die loudly, it just said goodbye quietly. We didn't fall apart in flames. No final words, no slam doors. We just stopped holding each other the way we did before. Your smile stayed, but it felt distant. Your touch didn't feel the same. I felt the ending in the pauses before I knew the name. We said it's fair too many times, like truth would go away. But love doesn't disappear at once, it slowly fades. Love lost slowly, day by day. In little moments we let slip away. No loud goodbye, no final blow, just hearts that stop knowing how to hold. Love lost slowly, and I felt every change. We talked about nothing important to avoid what we both knew. I stayed afraid of losing you, you stayed halfway through. You looked at me like a memory, not someone you still chose. I kept pretending we were okay while watching love erode. I tried to save what wasn't mine, tried loving for us both. But love can't live on effort when one heart's letting go. Love lost slowly in the quiet nights, and unanswered questions and half goodbyes. We didn't end, we just how it goes. Love didn't leave suddenly. Love lost slowly. On a crash, no sound, just lowering itself down. Love lost slowly. We didn't say much that evening, like words would break the spell. We sat in the dark together, knowing this was farewell. Your hand was close to mine, but it didn't feel the same. I memorized your breathing like I never hear it again. The clock kept moving forward like it didn't understand. The time was taking everything we still had. This was our final night. No anger, no fight, just two hearts pretending everything was alright. I wanted to stop the moment, but time wasn't kind. Yeah, this was our final night, and I felt it in my spine. You talked about tomorrow like I wasn't in it now. I smiled like I was listening, but my world was burning down. We stayed awake till morning, afraid to say goodbye, because once the sun came up, we knew it was done. You leaned your head on my shoulder like it was still your place. I held on just a little longer so I could remember your face. This was our final night in borrowed time. Every second slipping out of our lives. I didn't ask you to stay, I didn't beg you to try. I just loved you silently. On our final night, if love is meant to stay forever, why does it end like this? If we were still holding each other, why did it feel like a miss? Some goodbyes don't need words, they're already said in the space between us. And what comes next? This was our final night, but not the end of me. I'll carry who we were like a quiet memory. I'll remember your warmth, not just how we said goodbye. Yeah, this was our final night, and I survived the sunrise. The light crept through the window. You stood up to leave. That was our final night, and I finally believe. We're sitting in the same room, but worlds apart somehow. Your eyes won't meet mine, and I don't ask you how. We talk about the weather like it matters anymore. Every word feels borrowed from a life we had before. I miss when silence felt safe, not heavy on my chest. Now every quiet moment is a test. There's a silence between us. This is more than words ever could. It's filled with things we never fixed, and love we misunderstood. We don't fight, we don't scream, we just slowly drift apart. Yeah, the silence between us is breaking my heart. Scroll through your phone beside me, like I'm not even here. I memorize the distance, growing every year. We stopped asking, are you okay? Stop trying to be brave. Somewhere in the quiet, love forgot how to stay. I'd rather hear the truth hurt than this calm that cuts so deep. Because silence doesn't heal, it just teaches you how to weep. There's a silence between us, in the way you say my name, like you're already leaving, but nothing's changed. We don't slam doors or cry, we just let the feeling die. Yeah, the silence between us is the loudest goodbye. If love is meant to speak up, why are we so quiet now? If we still care at all, why don't we say it out loud? I'm afraid if I break the silence, you'll finally leave. So I stay here hurting quietly. There's a silence between us, but I won't live unseen. I can't keep holding on to what we used to be. I'll choose truth over comfort, even if it tears us apart. Because the silence between us already broke my just the sound of love leaving quietly in the silence between us. I thought time would make it easier, thought distance would be kind. I learned how to live without you, but not how to clear my mind. every quiet moment still feels like where you've been. I've changed, I've grown, I've moved ahead, but some things never move. No matter how far I walk away, I still circle back to you. I'm still missing you in ways I don't explain. Not the fights, not the ending, just the love we couldn't save. I smile, I laugh, I carry on like I'm supposed to do. But late at night, when it's just me, I'm still missing you. I hear your name in random places, and it stops me every time. Like a song I almost forgot, but still know every line. I don't wish that you would come back, I don't ask for us again. I just miss who I was with you back when loving felt safe. I learned how to let you go, but missing you stayed true. Some love doesn't disappear, it just learns how to be quiet. I'm still missing you, even now and then, and the small things I don't talk about. And now some days still end, I don't want you in my life, I don't want the pain we knew, I just want the ache to understand. I'm still missing you. Maybe missing you doesn't mean I'm stuck, maybe it means I loved you right. Some hearts don't forget that easily, they just learn how to survive. I don't live inside the memory, I just visit sometimes, and every visit reminds me that you were once mine. I'm still missing you, but I'm standing strong. I built a life without you, even if it took so long. One day your name won't shake me, one day I'll feel brand new. But until then, honestly, I'm still missing you. I let you go, I stay true, I heal, but I'm still missing you. The chair you used to sit in still faces the same wall. I keep forgetting you're not here, like habit didn't fall. Your name still fills the silence, even when I don't speak. I learned how loud nothing can be when it's just me. I thought I'd fill the quiet with time and better days, but all I really found was the empty space. There's an empty space where your love used to be. It follows me around like a shadow I can't leave. I'm learning how to breathe without you next to me, but every step I take leads back but some dreams don't fit in boxes. They stay on the walls. I don't reach out anymore. I don't wait for signs, but missing you still sneaks in between the lines. I don't cry the way I used to. I don't break the same, but healing doesn't erase the empty space. There's an empty space in the middle of my chest, where your voice still echoes when I try to rest. I smile, I carry on like I'm finally okay, but love doesn't disappear, it just leaves an empty Love is meant to leave a mark. Yours carved me deep. I don't bleed out loud, I just ache in my sleep. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how real it was. Some hearts don't shatter loudly, they just become less. There's an empty space, but I'm learning how to stand. I'm building something new with shaking hands. One day it won't define me, one day it won't feel this way, but tonight I sit with the empty space. No words, no trace, just me learning how to live with the empty space. With the empty space. I don't talk about you much anymore, like silence finally learned my name. I move the photos out of sight, but the feelings stay the same. I learned how to live without your voice, how to smile through the days, but no matter how far I walk away, the hurt remains. Time kept moving like it should. I followed in my best, but healing doesn't mean forgetting. It just hurts less. The hurt remains in the quiet parts of me, in every almost memory I didn't let myself keep. I've grown, I've changed, but some scars don't fade. Yeah, I'm stronger now, but the hurt remains. I don't wait for you to come back, I don't wish you call my name, but sometimes when the night feels heavy, I still feel the ache. I forgave you in my own time, forgave myself too, but forgiveness doesn't erase what loving you put me through. I stopped asking why, stopped replaying the Some love doesn't disappear, the hurt remains. Our heart remains, but it doesn't own my life. I wake up every morning and I still try. We said forever, like it was simple, like love couldn't change. We made plans in the present tense, but never learned how to stay. Your smile faded, little by little, mine tried to pretend. I felt the ending before it came, but I didn't know when. We didn't break all at once, we just slowly let go. It's fine, covered up what we already knew. We didn't last, but we were real. We loved in ways that time couldn't heal. I don't regret the days we had. It still hurts to say we didn't last. We stopped asking our questions, started choosing peace. But comfort isn't love when it costs honesty. I stayed hoping things would change. You stayed wanting night out. We were both holding on for different reasons now. You didn't leave overnight, you just stopped trying. I stayed too long in the silence denying. We didn't last, but it meant something. Every late night talk, every small thing. I won't erase what we had. I'll just learn to live with the truth. We didn't last. If love is meant to survive, why did it fade this way? If timing is everything, I slipped away. I don't blame you for leaving, I don't blame myself. Some love isn't failure, it just can't help. We didn't last, but I'm still proud of how deeply we loved out loud. I'll carry the lessons, not the past. We didn't last, but we were worth that. No anger, no lies, just love that tried and said goodbye. We didn't last. The room got colder when you turned away, like something good had slipped through space. Your shadow stayed, but you were gone, and nothing felt the same. I tried to act like I was fine, like this was something I could handle. But every second after you felt harder than the last. You didn't look back, you didn't hesitate. You closed the door and left me standing in the place. When you left, the world went quiet. Every sound just faded out. When you left, I lost direction. Didn't know what love was now. You took the light, I stayed in doubt. Yeah, everything changed when you left. I still reach for you sometimes, like habit hasn't learned the truth. I still save a part of me that only ever belonged to you. I replay words we never said, like maybe they could change the end. But some goodbyes don't need a reason, they just happen. I stayed too long in the memory of who we used to be. You were already free while I was still holding on. When you left, I stayed behind with questions I can't erase. When you left, I learned the meaning of an empty space. You moved on, I stayed unsure. Yeah, everything broke when you left. If love was real, why did it end so fast? If I matter, why am I stuck in the past? I don't hate you, I just hate the truth that I'm still healing from losing you. When you left, I found the pain, but I also found my strength. When you left, I learned surviving is its own kind of fate. I'm still here, still breathing through everything you couldn't do. Yeah, I'm still standing, even when you left. You walked away and didn't see what it did to me when you left. When you left. stopped saying goodnight, like it still meant something. We talked just to fill the space, not to feel anything. Your eyes were right in front of me, but your heart was somewhere else. I kept holding on to us while losing myself. I felt it before you said a word and how you pulled away. Love doesn't always disappear, sometimes it just decays. This is where love ends, not with a fight or tears, but in the quiet moments when nobody's here. We didn't break all at once, we just stopped pretending. Yeah, this is where love ends, and I felt it ending. We shared the same bed, but slept on different sides. You stopped asking how I felt, I stopped asking why. I memorized your distance like it was something new. I stayed longer than I should, trying not to lose you. You didn't say you were done, but I already knew. Love doesn't need goodbye to say it's through. This is where love ends, in half-said truths, in everything you didn't do, and everything I couldn't prove. We held on out of habit, not hope or faith. Yeah, this is where love ends and quietly fades. If love is meant to feel like home, why did it feel so cold? If staying means you're strong, why did I feel so alone? I don't blame you for leaving, I blame how long I stayed. Some hearts don't shatter loudly, they just slowly break. This is where love ends, but I begin again. I won't beg for a feeling you can't defend. I'll carry what we were, but not the pain it sent. This is where love ends, and where I finally stand. No anger, no defense, just the truth we couldn't bend. This is where love ends. The nights feel wider now, without your voice. The silence fills the room. I didn't have a choice, I still hear you in my head, like you never left. But memories don't answer back when I'm out of breath. I reach for sounds that aren't there, like habit hasn't learned that love can leave you quietly with nothing in return. I'm living with it might change somehow if I listen hard enough. Maybe you'll come back now. I stopped checking every sound, stopped waiting by the door, but the silence knows my weakness. It asks for you once more. They say time heals everything, but time just made it clear. Some love doesn't fade away, it just disappears. I'm living without your voice in the calm after the storm. I learned how to carry on, but nothing feels warm. I smile through conversations, pretend I found my ground, but the quiet cuts the deepest without your voice around it. If love is more than words, why do I miss them so? If goodbye was meant to heal, why does it still echo? I don't hate the silence, I hate what it replaced. Your voice was my safe place. I'm living without your voice, but I'm still standing here, learning how to be okay without what I held so dear. One day the quiet won't hurt, one day I'll feel strong, but tonight I'm just surviving without your voice. No sound, no choice, just me learning how to breathe without your voice. You were right here next to me, but something felt off inside. You smiled like nothing had changed, while your heart was already miles away. I noticed how you stopped asking how my days had been, like loving me had slowly turned into something you outgrew. You didn't say you were leaving, you didn't say goodbye, but I felt the answer in your eyes. You chose elsewhere without a sound. You let go of us while I was holding on. I was still fighting for forever. You were already gone. Yeah, you chose elsewhere, and I felt it all along. You talked about your future like I wasn't in the frame. I nodded like I understood, while quietly breaking again. You said you needed space, said love shouldn't hurt this way, but I was hurting alone. said you were leaving, but I felt it in the air. You chose elsewhere, and I stopped waiting there. You stood there like you'd already left, like this was just a formality. Your eyes were calm, your voice was steady, like breaking me came easily. You said my name one final time, like it didn't mean what it used to. I felt the ending in your breath before the words came through. You didn't hesitate, you didn't look unsure. You spoke like love was something you'd already outgrown. That was your last goodbye, no turning back this time. You closed the door so gently, like I'd be just fine. You didn't leave me angry, you left me hollow inside. Yeah, that was your last goodbye, and I felt it say everything. Your shadow fade away down a road I couldn't take. I stayed frozen in that moment, like my heart needed the break. I wanted to say something brave, something that might make you stay. But some goodbyes don't wait for words, they just walk away. I kept hoping you'd pause or change your mind, but your silence told me this was the final line. That was your last goodbye. No, maybe, no, someday. You left nothing open, nothing left to say. I held on to the echo of what we used to be. Yeah, that was your last goodbye, and it stayed with me. If love was still alive, why did it sound so done? If I still matter, I was leaving so calm. I don't hate you for choosing peace, I hate how it ended this way. Some hearts don't shatter loudly, they just quietly break. That was your last goodbye, but not the end.